Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Check four, check four.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Titans 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be.
He's got daylight, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, Love. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Working out of the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking deep for Jennings. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Gary Jennings, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Play action this time with Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive here with an end around. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 4. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Love now on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Love, they go play action now. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Steelers.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected at the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a dump off here complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check it back.
They'll try and run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
10 at the 47-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
And 3 yards to go.
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Love. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Steelers 30, Titans 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the foot. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 22. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
For the point after.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Love back to it here after the pick 6. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Fair made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And the Steelers are in for the touchdown.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing. Love. Over the middle here to Brown. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A handoff as they run the counter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
2nd and inches at the 13-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Play fake. Here's Love. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Complete to number 7.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be a break.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Double time. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Ready?
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.